that, it's sort of, I love it when they sort of tie into like our lives, you know, and so the ending, you know, from the whole old Hitchcock, you know, ending where Hitchcock appears in his films, so we see Ron Moore at the end, and that little tying like, oh, their future is our past, and oh my goodness, it could happen again.
Yeah, but like I kind of saw that coming from, I don't know, like I kind of saw that ending coming.
But shouldn't, I mean, if you look at classical literature, you know, well, let's take Shakespeare.
Yeah.
You know, you have that rise and the fall.
Yeah.
We're in the fall. If at the end we saw the fall coming, then I'm, you know, as long as they do it well, I'm fine with that. Because, you know, we're in the fall.
No, I was okay with it, but I really liked the ending, but there was something just about it that, I don't know, I felt like I wanted something more. But I mean, I really liked it, but it was just, there was something missing.
I think the biggest thing for me was the issue of the character of Kara Thrace, like how that, I don't know, I didn't buy into it or didn't like really think that I didn't see that coming. And you had to like leap of faith kind of thing to really appreciate it.
And that's the thing. Either you believe that in those mystical, you know, all the random things they actually find Earth, you know, it's there's actually more leaps of logics than you do accept than just the few that you don't, you know. So the whole Kara Thrace is like, it's a bit tenuous for me as well, but so much was depending on faith, you know. To begin with, it's like, oh, okay, I will accept that. Oh gosh, and there was another point I wanted to make, but I forgot. Darn.
But I heard it was brilliant. I heard there's gonna be like in a couple months there's gonna be like a 2-hour movie about before this whole business.
And there's actually another one. There's that whole new series called Caprica,
which I'm not interested
takes place a few. It's going to be a little different focus, and that's okay. You know, I don't want Battlestar Galactica Part 2.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm also interested in that seeing this storyline done from a sideline.
I don't know. It looks like it's going to be like just a tie-in, like a cash-in TV show. Like they're naming Joey. They're naming like Joey. Like they're naming it this.
But it might be like the answer to the issue of like, well, we want more, but we want ending.
Are they going to answer questions in Caprica about
Battlestar?
About Battlestar Galactica?
It really feels like they're doing something different.
Yeah, and if they are,
much.
I think this is just a cash in.
I think the only really strong connections they'll have, at least early on, is the whole hard sci-fi. You know, talking about our present issues, but taking it out in a way that it can be examined, you know, so the whole cloning and all that sort of stuff is a central issue in Caprica.
And they'll probably have like storyline tie-ins too, like, you know, things happening in sequence that from a different perspective, right? But I don't know. I think this it may be the answer to I want more, but I also want the creative kind of integrity of saying in 4 seasons we're done with this storyline, these characters, but the people who produced and wrote this, I mean, they're quality. If you like the show, you buy into it. They're quality people. So you know, why not continue, but in a different vein?
Right. And I was going to say the only thing I didn't like about the episode is when my wife walked in and
you were crying.
I was trying very hard not to show her that that I was all misty eyed because of the president and
I found an interesting tidbit. Do you know the guy Ron Moore? Yeah. Do you know what he wrote before Battlestar?
Star Trek.
Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
And that's a piece of crap.
I
love that show. I'm watching it right now, but it is not good.
Deep Space Nine, the later seasons.
Yeah, I'm on the 4th disc of the first season.
Oh,
so
it gets better.
The writing and acting is
it's
bad.
one of those things that sort of came into its own.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, even Enterprise had a season or 2 where it was really good.
I finished that show a couple of months ago. I enjoyed it. I mean, I realize they're bad, but they're fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Deep Space sort of grew into this.
Okay.
It didn't start out that way, but it grew into it.
Okay.
All right. Old school smart stripper glitter.
School smart stripper glitter.
Because I went to school.
You're going to get home and your wife's going to think you stopped somewhere.
Well, it is Thursday night. Wow. That's pretty impressive.
Are you
Thank
going to
you.
put some
You're
on?
welcome. Is it Friday?
Are you that strict? You're not going to share this special part of yourself with the listeners?
If we record long enough.
We need to wait for the sun to rise.
Well, no, he actually can't come out in the sun, you know. Like, or can't go out in the sun.
Oh, he can. He'll just look just like that.
Because they don't want to draw attention to themselves?
Yeah.
Gosh.
I don't know. Come on, get the Twilight mythology correct. Jeez.
Oh my goodness, this is funny.
You know what else is funny? I do have to share this, a public thank you on the air to Steve Artlip, the editor-in-chief at Platformation, who scared the crap out of me because I walked out my front door and there was a package from Amazon, which always makes me excited, except I hadn't ordered anything. And I opened it up and it was Twilight on DVD.
No way.
Which I was like actually afraid because sometimes I browse Amazon late at night. And you know, like,
you fall asleep and you secretly
you know how you have like a one-click settings where you can just accidentally order something?
Oh,
I
make sure not to do the one-click settings.
I haven't do that. And I remembered I was actually looking at Twilight on DVD on Amazon. Oh my gosh, did I actually order this? But no, it was a gift from our editor-in-chief. And
but he wanted to get you the Blu-ray.
He did want me to get the Blu-ray. Apparently, that wasn't on sale yet on Amazon, and he couldn't wait. So I believe he was actually on vacation at the time that he ordered that. So big thank you to Steve. And I guess really, I'm impressed that he's talked to us, like we recorded a show with us. We've Skyped a couple times. He's gotten to know me well enough that he can tell that all my disdain for Twilight is just an act, and I'm just a little boy who's desperate for his Edward. So thank you, Steve.
Would you maybe like some of this gold stripper glitter?
No, I want you in that stripper glitter. This is the only way my week could get better.
I'll see what I can do. Yeah, so that's pretty much wrapping.